Just a couple of nomads here, ready to talk about Nomadland.
Nomadland just came out, just Friday.
Friday.
What day is it?
It's Sunday.
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 You lose track when you're out here.
As nomads.
So, we thought maybe, since we are actual nomads, maybe, we would talk about what we thought of it.
That's right.
I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm a film buff, so the movie aspect of it to me was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, it was well done. And again, I thought the biggest thing is it really encapsulated the vibe, kind of the feeling of what it is to be out here doing this on a regular basis.
Yeah, there is that. It didn't glamorize. Being a couple is huge.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that you encounter in the movie are solo. That makes a big difference.
And again, it was based on her writings about people that were doing the nomad life, and a lot of them are actually in the film, including Bob Wells.
Right. So I read the book.
I didn't read.
Erica didn't read the book.
I don't read.
Anyway.
I do read, but not much.
The book and the movie are quite different from each other. The book is based on an article that she started back in 2014 from Harper's, which is basically, will work ever end? Is at the end of retirement? Do we have to work until we die, basically? And the funny thing was, when we came on the road in 2018, that was when they were filming.
Yeah.
So
backstory. Yeah, real quick. Again, we started in the fall of 2018. Met Casey, who was Bob's assistant at the Parker van build
in November,
and then she asked us to redo her van. So we ended up near Quartzsite, Arizona, with Bob and Casey and Sue Ann and the whole gang there,
Phyllis,
as they were planning the RTR for 2019. And doing all the back, and then we didn't realize
that's right. It was
they were actually leaving in the evenings or towards sunset a bunch of evenings, and we were like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Well, we really can't say."
They had to sign NDAs.
Yeah, so they were actually going off doing this shooting that you're seeing in the film.
Yeah,
and we didn't know, and so here we're brand new newbies, like just hanging out in the desert.
And Eric's working on Casey's van, so kind of, and then they'd come back, and then we were camping with Bob for like 3 weeks.
A month or more. Yeah. A huge part of what it was based on, again, is about people that can't really retire, have to kind of keep working because of the 2008 crash of the economy. A lot of people lost their entire savings, their entire 401ks, their homes.
Lost their job.
And so a lot of people, were forced, and they're doing the Amazon jobs or doing the beet harvest up in Nebraska and South Dakota. And
neither of us have ever done either of those jobs, but we both know people who have.
Yeah. And again, the big thing is that, it doesn't really portray it in the film. You kind of almost feels like that's what people have to constantly do and just keep on working. And what they didn't mention is that really a lot of people, you make enough money in those 2 or 3 of those jobs during a season that then the rest of the year you can relax. We're hoping to share a little bit of a different perspective on it from our perspective, again, because we're both a couple. A lot of the people that are in the movie is about a single woman, and a lot of the people that were forced into it or not forced into it, but had to make that choice, lost a loved one, lost their partner, and so
loss is a theme.
Yeah,
it's a theme in the movie, and I think she concentrates on that because I think it's important, because we're in a pod that we've been in for months now, since November.
Yeah,
even before then.
Pandemic and all.
Yes, and we have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8. Right?
Yeah. People.
And of them that I know of, over half have came on the road either because of a loss or right after a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And the loss has highly affected not only their decision to do this, but, how they feel, the kind of healing process.
So yeah, whether people have lost a close loved one or whatever, there's things that happen to people in their lives that are just shock their world, and make it so that they really jump out of the pattern that, it's human nature to be in a continuous system of what you're doing. People get up in the morning, you eat your breakfast, you go to your job, you come home, you watch your TV, you play a video game, whatever, you go back to bed.
And you get perfectly happy in that rut, even if it's not.
And so sometimes it takes something dramatic to break people out of it. And so this is hopefully, in a lot of ways, will show people a whole different possibility. And I think that's what one of the big things Bob Wells' videos have done.
he was amazing in the movie.
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
amazing. Yeah. Anywho.
But one of the things that I really loved about it was captured the feeling of how you live
it
like
felt,
this, and
right.
the cycles of the moon and the sun and everything, and the amount of the daylight you have every day. We wake up when it gets light out, and we go to bed not long after it gets dark. There's always these great little moments and scenes all around us that the film did a really good job of kind of picking up a lot of those little moments.
She understood that. The director and the author actually understood that part of it.
Yeah, you get to know each other even better than you thought you ever possibly could. Yes. In ways we don't need to mention.
We really don't want to talk about those.
So yeah, and again, one of the bonuses or best aspects of this is, again, I've got 30 years of experience doing trim carpentry, finish carpentry work, and remodeling. So we don't have to do those kind of jobs.
Right. So one of the things I thought was interesting between the books, so the movie is much more experiential and much more about, Fern isn't in the book. Fern is a fictional character that's kind of derived of a lot of different people. And then the people that are with her, except for David Strathairn, who plays Dave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all, Linda May's real, Swanky's real, obviously Bob's real. And like I said, they all did a great job. All of them actually did amazing.
Yeah,
acting.
And that's a good director as well, able to
Right.
get people in their natural kind of speaking and, not looking like they're acting or trying too hard. And they did a really excellent, again, just real people being
And we
being
know
themselves.
a lot of people. We don't know them. I mean, we know Bob, but we don't know the other people specifically. But it's like they're like so many nomads that we know.
Right. Oh, that was wanted to bring that up when we were watching it again the first time. We took a little break, and it was like, it's funny. We thought about anyone seeing it for the first time that never did this, and how unique and crazy it seems. And for us, it was kind of like, well,
Wow,
yeah,
looks like home.
this is what we do every day.
It's like the scene where there's a certain scene where she and Dave are sitting out and they're eating
in the Badlands.
And they're eating in chairs, and he's spilling stuff all over himself. And I'm like, oh
drops
my gosh,
something.
that's our life right there. That's our life. That hit me. That scene just hit me like, oh, that's happened a million times, And that's.
Okay, well, we're losing our light. Or please check out Nomadland if you haven't already.
I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend the book.
Yeah, if you're interested at all in film for one thing, because it's just a great movie. I mean,
I think it could actually win the Best Picture this year. A lot of people have seen it, and I think it's making them think about the choices that people have to make in this country now. It's as if we have this veneer of a country that works and looks all pretty from the outside, kind of, for all this time. But when you look inside, it's rotten. It's rotting. The system's rotting. The infrastructure's rotting. The societies, we're coming apart.
In many ways.
And what's making people do this choice? This is the thing that makes me hopeful. This community out here far surpasses any community of people
that we've been around in the past. Yeah. Don't get all teary now. Sorry.
They're just so wonderful.
No, really. I mean, we have made so many great friends. Because again, there is that common thread, and again, that comes across nicely in the film as well. Is that just people all gather together to have that similar mindset, or just kind of a similar goals or vision of how to live. And so it's a really awesome village. It's a really awesome tribe, to be part of.
There's not a judgment, and I think about the conversations that we have out here. What did we talk about when we would go for happy hour after work? We talk about work. But when you're out here, the conversations that you have, you're actually having real conversations with people about that, like about each other.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm highly emotive. I can't help it. I just, I feel deeply.
That's right.
I do. I do
Good
feel
commercial
deeply.
puts her right over the.
So anyway, we just wanted to since Nomadland just came out, we just wanted to kind of,
Give our thoughts.
give a
on it.
howdy out and see how y'all think about it.
Yeah,
out
check
there.
it out. It's on Hulu and in theaters if you can get. I thought it was on some IMAX theaters. That would really be cool.
Wow!
See
With the views.
Yeah, all the
it's
big,
beautiful.
expansive views and everything would be great in the IMAX screen if you got a place you can do it safely. So stick with us and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so that you know when our videos are popping up, and share with people that you think might find it interesting.
All right.
And hey, join the Wander Boom.
Do that. Join it.
You should.
Yeah. And go see Nomadland.
See Nomadland. Thanks, guys.
See you later.